The placement of Rahu in the 11th house is widely regarded in Vedic astrology as one of the most auspicious and powerful positions for this shadowy planet. In the natural zodiac, the 11th house corresponds to Aquarius, a sign ruled by Saturn, Rahu's friend, and associated with gains, social networks, and the fulfillment of desires. When Rahu, the planet of obsession, innovation, and worldly expansion, enters this territory, it creates a personality deeply driven by the pursuit of success and social influence. The drive for ambition and gain. The 11th house is the house of gains, Labha Bhava, and Rahu is the master of material manifestation. Together, they create an individual who is never quite satisfied with the status quo. This placement bestows an insatiable hunger for wealth, recognition, and achievement. Unlike other placements where Rahu might cause internal turmoil, here its energy is directed outward toward tangible results. These individuals are often the go-getters of the zodiac, possessing an uncanny ability to find shortcuts to success or identify lucrative opportunities that others overlook. Because Rahu represents the unconventional, the sources of income for these individuals are often non-traditional. They may earn through foreign trade, cutting-edge technology, speculative markets, or the media. There is a Midas touch quality here, but it is fueled by a relentless, sometimes anxious, need to secure their future. Social dynamics and the shadow network. Rahu in the 11th house places a heavy emphasis on the individual's social circle. These people don't just join groups, they seek to influence them. They are often drawn to large organizations, political movements, or vast digital communities. However, Rahu's influence can make their social life complex. They may have a wide array of acquaintances from diverse backgrounds, often including foreigners, rebels, or people outside their social strata, but they may struggle with a sense of true belonging. Their friendships are often instrumental, built on mutual benefit or shared goals rather than deep emotional intimacy. There is a risk of being friends with everyone but close to no one, as Rahu prioritizes the network's utility over its emotional depth. The rebel and the visionary. The 11th house is also the house of dreams and aspirations. Rahu here makes a person a visionary who thinks far outside the box. They are the disruptors who challenge the existing social order or corporate hierarchy. They aren't afraid to be seen as different. In fact, they often use their outsider status as a badge of honor to gain leverage. This placement often indicates a person who achieves success later in life, as Rahu's maturity generally stabilizes after the age of 42. Before that, there may be sudden fluctuations, massive windfalls followed by unexpected shifts in social standing. Their path is rarely linear, but it is almost always geared toward upward mobility. Relationship with siblings and children. In traditional Vedic astrology, the 11th house represents elder siblings. Rahu's presence here can indicate a complicated or unconventional relationship with an older brother or sister. There might be a significant age gap, or the sibling may live in a distant land. Conversely, there could be a sense of competition or mystery surrounding them. Furthermore, Rahu in the 11th house casts its 7th aspect onto the 5th house of children, creativity, and romance. This can lead to an obsessive focus on one's children or, conversely, challenges in relating to them due to the individual's heavy focus on their own worldly ambitions. Their creative expression is often avant-garde or technologically driven, reflecting Rahu's love for the futuristic. The spiritual paradox. While the 11th house is primarily material, Rahu's placement here serves as a final testing ground for worldly desires. By granting the individual the wealth and social status they crave, Rahu eventually forces them to confront the emptiness of material success. The ultimate lesson for someone with Rahu in the 11th house is to learn the difference between greed and aspiration. When they channel Rahu's energy toward collective upliftment or humanitarian goals, they find the satisfaction that mere financial gain cannot provide. They are meant to be the architects of a new world, using their influence to bridge gaps between different cultures and ideas. In summary, Rahu in the 11th house is a powerhouse placement for worldly achievement. It creates a charismatic, ambitious, and slightly mysterious figure who navigates the complexities of the modern world with ease. While the journey may be marked by sudden changes and a hunger that is hard to sate, the potential for leaving a significant mark on society is immense. The influence of Rahu in the 11th house is heavily colored by the zodiac sign it occupies. Because Rahu acts like a magnifying glass, it intensifies the traits of the sign and its ruling planet. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. In fire signs, Rahu becomes incredibly proactive and competitive. Aries, the individual is a pioneer, often gaining wealth through leadership or solo ventures. Leo, there is a deep hunger for fame and being the center of a powerful social circle. Sagittarius, the focus shifts toward global influence, philosophy, or law, often gaining through foreign wisdom or travel. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In earth signs, Rahu is at its most pragmatic and financially driven. Taurus, since Rahu is often considered exalted here, it brings immense material luxury and a fixation on accumulating tangible assets. Virgo, gains come through meticulous detail, health industries, or problem solving. Capricorn, this is a power player placement, where the individual climbs the corporate or political ladder with ruthless efficiency. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Rahu thrives in air signs, as they align with its intellectual and communicative nature. Gemini, gains come through media, writing, or rapid-fire networking. Libra, success is found through partnerships and the who-you-know economy. Aquarius, this is Rahu's own territory. The individual becomes a true visionary or tech revolutionary, often obsessed with social reform or scientific advancement. Water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Rahu feels slightly more muddy and intuitive in water signs, leading to more psychological or secretive gains. Cancer, wealth might come through real estate or emotional branding, though social life may feel unstable. Scorpio, this creates a drive for hidden gains, investigations, research, or legacy money, but can lead to intense social upheavals. Pisces, the focus is on the subconscious or international waters. Gains often come through spiritual teaching, the arts, or working with isolated institutions. When Rahu transits your natal 11th house, it is as if a celestial spotlight has been turned on your highest ambitions and social networks. In Vedic astrology, Rahu's movement through the Upachaya, growing, houses 3rd, 6th, 10th, and 11th is considered highly auspicious, but the 11th house transit is often the crown jewel. We are in the midst of a significant nodal cycle which amplifies its natural affinity for the 11th house themes of innovation, gains, and collective consciousness. The magnetism of opportunity. The most immediate effect of this transit is a sudden expansion of your social horizons. Rahu is the extrovert of the zodiac, and in the 11th house, it acts as a magnetic force that pulls influential, eccentric, or foreign individuals into your orbit. This isn't just about making friends, it's about building a power network. You may find yourself invited into exclusive circles or professional groups that previously felt out of reach. During this period, who you know becomes more important than what you know. Rahu provides the charisma to influence these groups, though it's important to remember that Rahu is also the planet of smoke and mirrors. While the opportunities are real, the people you meet may be opportunistic. Sudden gains and the Midas touch. The 11th house is Labha Bhava, the house of profit. When Rahu transits here, it often triggers sudden financial windfalls. This is not typically the slow, steady growth of a savings account. It is the jackpot energy of a successful investment, a long-awaited bonus, or a business idea that unexpectedly goes viral. Because Rahu loves the unconventional, these gains often come from modern sources. Technology and digital markets, success through software, social media, or e-commerce. Speculative trading, a sudden rise in high-risk assets like crypto or tech stocks. Foreign connections, earnings from international clients or global trade. The hunger for fulfillment. While the material gains are often high, the 11th house transit brings a psychological intensity. Rahu creates an obsession with the future. You might find yourself constantly mapping out what's next, feeling a restless urge to achieve more, earn more, and be more. The 11th house is the house of desire fulfillment. Rahu ensures that you get what you want, but it often leaves you asking, is this it? The transit pushes you to realize that once a goal is reached, the horizon simply moves further back. This is the hungry ghost aspect of Rahu. It provides the feast but keeps the appetite sharp. The shadow side, illusions and social exhaustion. No Rahu transit is without its smoke. In the 11th house, the risks are primarily social and ethical. False friendships. You may attract people who are only interested in your rising status. Shortcuts. There is a temptation to use unethical means or gray area tactics to secure gains. While Rahu might get away with it temporarily, the 11th house's connection to the social order means the fallout can be public. Aspect on the 5th house. By transiting the 11th, Rahu casts its 7th aspect onto your natal 5th house. This can create drama in romantic life or a temporary disconnection from your children as you become all business. This transit encourages you to break old patterns. It is a time to stop playing small and to leverage technology and community to scale your dreams. If you can balance your ambition with a bit of discernment regarding who you trust, this transit can be one of the most transformative periods for your worldly status and financial health. Pro tip: during this transit, don't just work hard, work visible. Rahu in the 11th thrives on public recognition and social proof. Subscribe, like, and share.